Hey collective, what's good? Hope you're well. Come through for your reading. This is going to be a collective reading. Start with some angel numbers as always. I'm going to be pulling from the chakra deck, chakra oracle cards first, and then the chakra tarot. I'm going to be finding out what chakras are being focused on at this time. There's been a lot of chakra activations recently and still currently going on, as well as, you know, the solar storms and the ascension symptoms that come with those storms. So let's tap in a little bit, collective. Let's find out what's really going on a holistic level, mind, body and spirit. All right, let's start with some angel numbers. Again, this is a collective chakra realignment reading. Look out for your individual signs, they'll be coming. All right, so what does this collective need to know at this time? If you'd like to book your personal readings as well, all my services are on the website naturalmiracles.co.uk. There's various consultations and services there, so take a look. All right, so you have 1441, unique skills. This is in relation to your life goals, your mission, your sense of self, honesty, and important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is of priority right now. All right, and we also have energy levels, card number 2121. So we have repeating ones and fours and repeating twos and ones. This is about prosperity, harmony, the journey, waiting, discipline, exaggeration, and the opposite sex. It says that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Okay, so what I'm getting from those two angel numbers is that you're being realigned back on track. Perhaps there's been some external energies that has been trying to disturb you, disrupt you, distract you, is what I just heard, distractions, causing distractions so you're not focusing on, you know, the task at hand, which is ultimately your purpose, your true calling and your true purpose, your soul mission. So this is perhaps the reason why I was guided to do chakra readings, to support the collective in realigning the chakras as within, so without, realigning the chakras within in order to realign your life, you know, externally. Okay, so pay attention to your energy levels, ebb and flow with it, collective. Don't force it if you don't feel it. Listen to your body, listen to what your spirit's telling you, because there is still certain, as I said, distractions earlier, which you're needing to be protected from. Bottom of the deck is 4444. And those of you that know your angel numbers, you know that is a sign of protection. And it's also saying it's a blessing in disguise. So you will be having obstacles or hardships. You're being guided to have strength at this time. But this opposition that you're coming up against, or this distraction, or these weirdos that just won't leave you alone, this is building your resilience, building character, it's building strength. And this experience ultimately is to strengthen your whole character, strengthen your resilience. So certain things are inevitable, certain things we have to go through as our own life lessons or part of our mission to grow and expand. So it says there may be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You've got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So keep going. Slow and steady wins the race. And as this card said, angel number 2121, it's not a race. It's not an elevator climb or elevator ride. Trust in yourself, trust in your spirit, and allow your inner, you know, sat nav to navigate you through these distractions and obstacles that you may still be battling against. Everyone's got a role, I heard. Everyone's got a role. What's that song? Is it 3LW back in the day? Players are going to play. Shot callers are going to call. Ballers are going to ball. Everyone's got their role, so play your part. If you're a healer, heal. If you're a karmic, they're going to do karmic stuff. So everyone has a role in the bigger, the bigger picture in life. It's like a hierarchy. So yeah, and a lot of you have gone through spiritual awakenings 1001. So this is where the activations kick in now, and you will start to see and feel senses. You'll start to sense things, like your sixth senses are kicking in. So you'll be able to be more discerning as you continue on your spiritual journey, on your path. All right, collective, let's tap in with the chakras. Let's find out what the main chakras are that are being focused on at this time in the collective. I know for a fact that throat chakra has been activated. A lot of people, including myself, have had issues with their throats, sore throats and coughs and whatnot. That is a symptom from the solar storms, but I know it's also a throat chakra activation, because it's asking you to step up and speak from an authentic space, not being afraid to talk up for yourself, not being afraid to speak your truth, speak the experiences you're going through. It's you that's going through them, so you have every right to speak on them. All right. Heart chakra activations as well I've been picking up on. Some of you may have been experiencing backache or neck ache, which is in relation to your heart and your throat chakra. All right, so what are what focus, what's the chakras that are in focus right now, Spirit, please? For the collective. I'm going to do that again because I don't believe, actually no, I'm going to take that. Kind of just flew out my hand. Well, I'll shuffle again. These two cards that flew out my hand are action and relationships. So there may be some unions coming together, some soulmate unions, twin flames coming together. We have relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic relationships though. This can be relationships that you have, in the services that you provide in the community, in your community, and taking action to perhaps strengthen some of these relationships. Perhaps you've been guided to move towards certain people in your life, to find some form of acceptance, intimacy, to heal connections. Okay, tell me more please, Spirit. What are the chakras that are being focused on in the collective? Get one more. Okay. We have the throat chakra with sound. These two kind of flipped over as well, the heart chakra and third eye. So again, yeah, heart chakra is linked to the relationships. It's linked to having these connections to strengthen your bonds, strengthen your soul family, your soul tribe. And this is to support the root chakra. This is so you feel a sense of safety and security, that you're not alone in this world. Bottom of the deck is emotions. That's the sacral orange chakra, which is also connected to relationships. All right, so we have the first chakra, the base chakra, which is the root chakra, which is tied to all things security, safety, stability, your ancestors, your family, your lineage. It's also in relation to having discipline, action, motivation, and that's to build strength. So exercise, working out, moving your energy, get going. You need to move your energy. Dancing is an excellent way to ground yourself. So this is all about staying grounded, not getting lost in fear or lost in illusions or lost in the distractions, what we spoke of earlier. It's about maintaining your discipline, staying grounded and staying focused, staying on track. Card number 33, which is the throat chakra. And this is to do with sound, music, silence, rhythm and vibration. So vibrations, sensing vibrations, picking up on frequencies, picking up on on messages through vibrations. I feel a lot of you are getting activated in regards to even clairaudience. So we have sound. You may be, your spiritual ears may be activating. You may be getting ringing ears. I know a lot of people have been saying they've been getting ringing in their ears or itchy ears. This is that inner ear, that spiritual ear that's activating, so you can actually hear through things. What do I mean by that? Discernment. So watching a program or listening to a song on the radio, those that are not awake or haven't been activated, they'll just hear it as a song, or watch the movie as, oh, it's just a movie. But for those that are activated and those that have got their spiritual ear and spiritual eyes activated, you'll be able to see through the movie or through the song, be able to hear through the song and pick up on certain lyrics or messages in the movie or the songs. So pay attention, but you don't necessarily have to pay attention because it kind of jumps out at you as a sign. So some of you may be definitely experiencing that, hearing certain messages through song lyrics, or even not necessarily even listening to something, perhaps in silence, and then you randomly start hearing a song in your head, or you randomly hear a voice, that soft voice in your head. That's your higher self, that's your guide, that's spirit, Holy Spirit talking through you as a vessel, getting the message to you to perhaps then use your throat chakra to share with others. So a lot of you may have been experiencing that. We also have card number 9, which is to do with intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. And this is about relationships. Having acceptance in your relationships, having acceptance for the dynamics that is in the relationship. If something doesn't feel right, perhaps it's time for you to move away from it. If something feels good, wholesome, it opens that heart chakra of yours, it makes you feel high vibrational, then that's your sign to say, yes, this is something or someone that I resonate with at this time. All right, let's get some chakra tarot on these cards and see what's going on in the collective. So we have the root chakra, we have the sacral chakra, which is to do with your emotions, to do with your connections, such as your sexual connections, as well as your connection with your own sensuality and your own sexuality, having acceptance for yourself. And then as a result, this will enable you to have acceptance for others. Again, that as within, so without, that universal law. All right, Spirit, what's going on in the collective? What do they need to know at this time? So some of you may actually be giving in your relationships, giving and receiving in your relationships. So maybe equal give and take, or this is highlighting the need that there is equality that is needed in your relationships. Some of you may still be getting breadcrumbed. You're not a bird. They throw that little crumb at you and it's like, oh, I've got a bit of attention. You're better than that. You're worth more than that little breadcrumb every week or so. So if you're not receiving that, that balanced connection, that balanced give and take, reciprocity, of both parties making the effort, then I don't believe it would be beneficial for you to even entertain it. It'll just drain your energy ultimately. This is a tactic of an energy vampire as well, just giving you little bits just so you don't disappear in order for them to continue to feed off you. All right, tell me more, please, Spirit. What's going on in the collective? We have the sun. That's that beautiful light of yours that they're trying to extract from you every time they throw that crumb. So just be mindful that you're not being lured into a dynamic where it's unbalanced. I feel this dynamic has come to an end. So perhaps this chakra or these chakra activations or these the ascension process that you're going through right now has led 444 on the clock, as I said, that divine protection. This has led to a completion. So perhaps this happened in the past where you were so giving you know, open heart, but without the boundaries. You were so giving that they were just robbing that beautiful light of yours. And maybe talking to a Leo doesn't necessarily have to be, because you will find Leo in your chart somewhere. But the sun, that represents your vitality. It also represents, though, it can represent the inner child. So perhaps this is an inner child wound that you may have needed to work on, where you were a people pleaser. Perhaps your parents were strict, or you felt unheard as a child and you needed to, you know, do that extra thing or be extra, just be extra in general, having to, you know, showcase yourself more than perhaps your sibling, always having to do that one thing more to prove yourself to your parents. Perhaps you felt unloved, or perhaps you were in competition with your siblings or other family members. So this message here is to let you know that that inner child is healing, because it's looking like you've completed a cycle and you're able to now discern and stand up for yourself. Boundaries in place when you feel as though you're not receiving as much as you're giving. You don't owe anyone anything. It's all about reciprocity and how it feels. If it feels right, you know, if it feels wholesome, and you know, it talks to that heart chakra, then continue to do that. But if it leads you to be feeling depleted and tired, and you know, you don't have any energy for yourself at the end of the day, or you're in constant conflict or argument, regardless as how, no matter how much you do, these people aren't pleased, that's a message for you. That's a sign for you to slowly exit and remove yourself and go towards people, place and things that see your worth and see your light for what it is, and wants to support you in fueling that light to make it shine even brighter, rather than trying to dim it. All right, so now that that cycle is over, moving forward, what's next for the collective moving forward? Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing yourself, nurturing your loved ones. So knowing who to pour that energy into, knowing who deserves your love and nurturing energy, and not forgetting to nurture and love yourself first and foremost. This can also be in regards to business. Perhaps you're focusing on business now, and you're finding a sense of success in this with the Six of Wands. These cards are linked to the third eye. Double check. Indigos and violets. Yeah, these cards, all of the cards that have come out so far are linked to the third eye. So perhaps some of you are having third eye activations as well, where you're able to discern and see the truth in situations, seeing the truth in your relationship dynamics more so you're not depleting yourself. Remember, you are being protected at this time, so your angelic support, your guides and your spirit team, and ultimately the Most High has definitely got your back at this time to support you in discerning which relationships deserve your time and attention, and which ones are just draining you and are just trying to keep you around, as I said, for your light and for what they can get out of you. Look at those hands begging. If there's no equality in the give and take, eventually you will be depleted. And that's the same with anything in life. If you keep taking out of something without, you know, depositing, it's gonna be left empty. So remember to fill your own cup and be around those people that are happy to support you in filling up your cup as you support them to fill up theirs. So there was some sense of victory here, some sense of a job well done, recognition, and a completion. We have the World card and the Death card, so something has definitely ended in your life. The Death card can also represent that transformation. So this could be the transformation that you've undergone in order to be able to identify which relationships are worth your time and which aren't. And if you haven't been able to identify which relationships you need to move away from, this message in this reading today is letting you know it's time to take action. You have that inner knowing, you know, with third eye cards, you have a deep inner knowing what needs to be done, and now it's time to take action on those things that need to be done. We have the Two of Coins, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so some of you may have even been going back and forth on a decision, or not being able to move forward. It's like juggling back and forth. You feel as though you're getting somewhere, and then you kind of take a step back. And I feel this has been deliberately done by somebody that has deliberately tried to burden you with 10 wands. Page of Cups, that could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm picking up Pisces energy. A young Pisces or a young-minded Pisces that has been burdening you. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Pisces. That's the energy I'm picking up though. Has been burdening you, and perhaps you've been going back and forth for a while, waiting for your ships to come in. If you see there, waiting for your ships to come in and wondering, are they ever going to come in? But I feel this is due to, as I said, some heavy energy that has been projected towards you from a very immature person in your past. This immature person, this Pisces, has been casting illusions with the Seven of Cups, causing you to feel confused, so you can't actually make that judgment call or make that final decision. So I feel they're trying to pull you back to the past, rather than moving forward and walking through that door and answering the call. If it's not a Pisces, it's water element, which is they use their emotions to manipulate, to prevent you from moving forward. So there's been a juggle of back and forth with a person, and that's been burdening you. But this person is causing, casting illusions. They may even have mental health issues with the Seven of Cups, because that can come across as illusions, not seeing reality clearly. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords. Okay, fire element. One more, please, Spirit. So what I'm picking up is there's a fire sign. So it probably is a Leo, because we had the Sun card earlier. We have a fire sign that is healing. Queen of Wands. So as I said, inner child wounds from the past. Perhaps you were a people pleaser, couldn't say no to people, you were too nice to the wrong people. You're now able to discern who deserves that beautiful love and light of yours. So well done. You've healed the parts of you from your inner childhood wounds. It's looking like you've healed an inner child wound, and this is something that you should be feeling very proud about with the Nine of Cups, feeling a sense of contentment. You're very content with where you're at. You should be feeling very proud of yourself, because 10 wands on your back isn't nice. It's heavy, it's burdensome, and this was deliberately done to prevent you from moving forward. But it's looking like you're moving forward, because we have the Six of Wands, which is the victory and success. So yeah, well done. Celebrate yourself for a job well done. All right, moving forward now, Spirit, what we've got, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. So you're moving forward with your heart chakra wide open, that beautiful green there, and you're embracing those things that speak to your heart. So Empress energy, creating from your heart space. This may be, I'm speaking to my beautiful divine feminines that have had people from their past trying to hold them back relentlessly, continuously, attack after attack after attack after attack. So you should be feeling a sense of contentment, and if not, you need to be celebrating yourself for how far you've come. You need to celebrate yourself for all the healing that you've actually done, and recognize that you are being recognized for doing a job well done. So yeah, now you get to move forward in new ventures or creating something new or in a new direction. Page of Pentacles is a new beginning in something. Perhaps something has piqued your attention or you're focusing on something new. This is something that's still small, something that's starting out. But whatever it is, you're being guided to keep pushing forward. Seven of Wands. Protect your energy, protect your peace, and protect that which you're investing in. The Moon card. A lot of things need to be kept secret because you've got these haters in the background just waiting, you know, stalking you online, waiting for you to drop some kind of hint just so they can attack it. So yeah, keep those boundaries high in order to prevent any further issues down the line. This is you stepping into your calling, in your purpose. 10 Pentacles. So just know that you are supported and you will be guided moving forward, because as I said, there is still people that are trying to keep you in this mental prison to make you feel as though you're stuck or you can't move on without them, which is not the case. Divine justice is at play. They are experiencing towers. Towers are falling in their life. Chaos is in their life because that's what they wanted for you. What goes around comes around. Let's close out the reading, please, Spirit. Let's get a few more to close out the reading. Let's get some advice cards. Yeah, they didn't want you to speak. 8 of Wands in reverse. So this Pisces, or this person that uses their water element, their emotions to manipulate, they don't want you to communicate with somebody, connect with somebody that plays a major role in the next stage of your journey. Or, and I should say or, and this is movement in regards to travel, just moving away from them, moving your life forward. They have been adamant at trying to block you, your speech, blocking your throat, blocking your creative expression, blocking your movement, just trying to imprison you, but you're no one's prisoner. There's a card here, and I'm sure it said freedom, that you are free. I can't see it now, but I remember it somewhere said that your, here it is, your sacral chakra is linked to a sense of freedom. So these people may have been trying to bind your emotions, sacral chakra energy, to make you feel as though you can't move and that you're stuck. But that's not the case at all. You are free. You're free to express yourself however you feel to express yourself. Let's get the final card to close the reading. So continue to protect whatever it is that you're working on, and continue to move away from this person that felt as though they could control you and your life. This King of Wands energy, fire element, doesn't have to be, but they use their fire element, that could even be sexual energy, to bind people to them, to restrict them. They could even have a lot of anger that they use to prevent people from moving away from them. Remember the cards that came out, the first 2 cards were the root chakra cards, and that is in line with feeling a sense of security and safety. So this King of Wands has deliberately been projecting fear into your life to prevent you from moving forward, but it's looking like regardless of this illusion, you're moving forward, you're moving away to calmer waters, away from this nasty energy, and this is closing the cycle. So yeah, a victory for you, collective. Job well done. Lovely. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so via the website, as I said earlier, naturalmiracles.co.uk. Well done, collective. Keep moving forward. It's time for some action now, action time, and enjoy these, blessings, and enjoy this new cycle that is beginning for you. Take care.